Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be telling you exactly how to make this yummy delicious soft pound cake. Just follow through on the recipe. So first I am going to start by adding 3 eggs room temperature. You can use medium or large eggs. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of milk room temperature, 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract, I'm going to put the bowl to the side, and using another bowl I'm going to put in 3/4 cup of butter, which is also 13 tablespoons, and make sure the butter is room temperature. And just using a whisk, I'm going to whisk the butter all together. I'm going to start off with a low speed and gradually make my way onto medium speed and then high speed for about at least 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. And just using a spatula, I'm going to bring the batter of the butter together, and I'm just going to whisk it up again. And again, I'm going to whisk the butter again. And you just want to make sure that the butter is nice and fluffy. And with the eggs that I had put aside, I'm going to add the eggs bit by bit and just mix everything up again. Mix everything together for at least 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. And by now you can start seeing the batter starting to become more fluffy and soft. I'm going to add the last part of the egg mixture into the bowl, and I'm going to whisk this up for at least 1 minute more on high speed. And for the last time, I'm going to just bring everything together, making sure that everything is nice and smooth and there are no lumps in the batter. I'm going to take the bowl aside and I'm going to start off with the dry ingredients. I'm going to add 1.5 cup of plain flour, 12 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and mix this all together. After whisking everything together, I'm going to bring back the other batter, and I'm going to divide the flour batter into this batter. And I'm just going to whisk this one more time with the whisker. Whisk the batter for at least 1 minute, just to make sure that there are no lumps. I'm going to put in the second part of the flour into the batter, and using a spatula I'm going to fold the flour mixture. And I'm going to do the same thing again, just make sure that there are no lumps. And finally, I'm going to put the last part of the flour into the batter, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Now that I'm done with the batter, I'm going to start putting the batter into a tin. I've put a little bit of butter with some spray, just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And I'm just going to evenly distribute the batter into the tin. With a spatula, I'm going to even out the batter throughout the tin. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius for 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm going to pop the tin into the oven onto the middle rack for about 50 to 60 minutes. Or you can wait until it's done. You can just tell by putting a toothpick inserted into the pound cake and it comes out clean. Then you're going to wait about 10 to 15 minutes after taking it out for it to cool down. And then I'm going to get a wide rack and I'm going to take the pound cake out onto the rack. And then I'm going to pop this pound cake onto a plate, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like from the inside when I cut through. And you can serve this also with a lot of other things. You can make this into a trifle. You can just have custard poured on top. It goes nice with anything. You can have this with your normal afternoon tea. You can have this with coffee. This is exactly how I wanted my pound cake to come out. It came out really nice and soft. It was not too sweet. I hope you all liked my video. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos.